commission members as well as I know I'm going to take it back, is how do we make sure that we thoroughly vet two officers that are in the same car that, you know, that might have a different perception of how things play out. That's how we look at some of those kinds of things. But the first thing is that we have to strengthen supervision and have more interaction with the sergeants instead of just signing off on reports, examining the reports a lot more. Number two, the data that we're going to develop and collect will actually get not only what happened at the scene, it will also get a perception of what the officers felt. So, for example, if an officer pulls over somebody who's, you know, an African American white person and a Hispanic person, then that's what they have to report. Well, it may not be a Hispanic person, it may be an Arab American, it may be 3 Arab Americans and a white person, or maybe 4 Arab Americans. So their perception will be captured, not just what actually happened. So then you can actually look at discrepancies. And then once we begin to collect that data, because it's not being collected right now, you can establish a baseline and compare what we've done with the policies that's recommended to us in order to try to eliminate that kind of implicit bias. That's number one. The last thing is to actually have the inspector general. Now I know that there's concerns. I heard Don say about the inspector general reports to the police chief, so that's a problem with that. Well, you got to understand something, how the inspector general is set up to operate. Number one, it cannot be a police officer, cannot be a retired police officer. So it may be a former FBI agent, it may be an attorney that's a civil rights attorney, somebody who actually is independent. I'm not sure if you understand auditing principles, but in the city of Cleveland, whenever I spend my budget, we have an independent auditing department. And if $1 is out of line, that auditor has the right to flag my department. So even though that person reports to the chief, that person would have independent authority in order to audit the police activity. And that person will be a civilian. So just because they answer to the police chief won't mean they won't have the authority in order to audit police activities.